It truly is a special place, a stadium every football fan should visit should he or she get the chance. The Santiago Bernabeu here in Madrid. I'm your match commentator Derek Ray at the microphone, and sitting alongside me is the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfield player Stuart Robson. And now things get really exciting on the UEFA Champions League front. We're at the semi-final stage, and what we have coming up is the first leg. It's Real Madrid up against Sporting.
Well, this is what the Champions League is all about. Some of the world's best players, two excellent teams and a great stadium. Let's hope we're not disappointed.
And here's the starting 11 for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois begins in goal. Ferland Mendy plays with Carvajal in the fullback positions. Toni Kroos plays with Casemiro in the centre of the pitch. And operating through the middle in attack today, Karim Benzema. Here's the lineup for Sporting.
Well, they're playing with a 5-2-3, as we can see it here. But somebody has to step in to join those two midfield players. It could be one of the fullbacks or it could be one of the centre-halves. So keep an eye out for that.
And underway now in this Champions League semi-final first leg. Well, finally, it goes out of play, and the pressure was there from the start. Karim Benzema, who's played at such a high level in an attacking sense for so long. Stuart, what do you anticipate seeing from him here?
Well, the best players can play in tight areas, and he can certainly play in tight areas, in and around the box. His creativity is excellent. Playing little 1-2s, balls round the corner, linking up with other teammates, just to have that little bit of penetration. He's going to be key to breaking down this defence.
Very clever read, Casemiro. Eder Militao. Kroos. Vinicius. Cleared away. Untidy on the ball. Karim Benzema. Crossing possibilities. Will he find the net? And a goal! The opening statement of this semi-final. How important can that prove to be?
Well, as you can see, he beats the defender so easily with a change of pace, and then it's a decent finish. That's a very good goal, you have to say.
So the action continues. Let's see if Sporting can come up with an equaliser. Karim Benzema. Here is Marco Asensio. Options in the centre. A super tackle and they've won possession. Pablo Sarabia. Palinha. Paulinho. Well, that ball looks promising. Palinha. The ball with Luka Modric. Marco Asensio. Casemiro. Toni Kroos. Well, they're moving the ball neatly enough. Just looking for that decisive pass. Corner for Real Madrid. Playing it in, and he clears the danger. Casemiro. Now with Benzema. That's how to blunt the edge of the opposing attack. Giving the ball away. Moving forward effectively. Luka Modric. Making use of his physical strength to hang on to it. Palinha. Mateus Reis. And Palinha with it. Pedro Gonçalves. Well, great read there to intercept. Pedro Gonçalves. Marco Asensio. Carvajal. Now Casemiro. Here is Marco Asensio. Great strong tackle, throw in forthcoming. Strong but fair tackle. Real find themselves in a position of menace. But they took care of the situation defensively. Well, they've lost the ball. Vinicius Junior. Benzema. Here's Casemiro. Vinicius! They had to react, and did. Pablo Sarabia. Palinha. And on the ball, Sarabia. Mateus Reis. Attacking possibilities for Sporting here. It looks promising. Oh, could be. Well, the post getting in the way there. And that came off the defender, so it'll be a corner. Let's see about the delivery. Pumped clear. Sarabia. And Palinha with it. Benzema. The ball with Luka Modric. Eder Militao. Toni Kroos. Benzema takes it forward now. Teammate available. Is it going to be? And it's in! Real Madrid firmly in charge here.
Well, here's the replay, and it shows how patient they were in the build-up. Just so assured, waiting for the right moment. And the movement is good, making for a comfortable finish. It's a really great goal.
Well, a second goal for them here. Palinha. Mateus Reis. And Palinha with it. Zuhair Fedal. Palinha. And Palinha with it. And on the ball, Sarabia. And options in the centre. Able to deal with the threat. What can Sporting do from this position? Pedro Gonçalves has a go. Determined defending. He must finish. Fine goalkeeping to push that away. Casemiro. Vinicius Junior. Real defensive commitment there. Palinha. And on the ball, Sarabia. It might be on for them. Well, they're eyeing that final pass, you just feel. Toni Kroos is with Vinicius Junior. Well, he likes to run at them. And he's kept it out, fully stretched, somehow reaching it. Corner kick played in and gobbled up with ease by the keeper. Palinha. And the counter-attack is on, options available. And very deftly cut out. Modric. Here is Marco Asensio, showing considerable guile. But a good piece of tidying up. So 1 minute of stoppage time, that's what the officials have said. Modric. Casemiro. Asensio. Here's Casemiro. It has to be. And that is that, half-time here in the Spanish capital. Well, he hasn't quite had the impact and attack that we were expecting, Stuart.
He just hasn't been able to affect the game so far. He hasn't had too much of the ball, but even when he has, he's not looked threatening.
And underway now in this Champions League semi-final first leg. Crossing possibilities. And a goal! Second half of this Champions League semi-final first leg underway. Benzema. Well, it all counts for naught. Paulinho. Well, they need to get tighter here. But ultimately up a cul-de-sac. Benzema. Vinicius Junior. Can he finish here? Oh, and he didn't miss by very much.
Yeah, he adjusted his body so well there. It's a great piece of skill, and it probably deserved a goal.
Pablo Sarabia. And Paulinho with it. Pedro Gonçalves. This is looking threatening. It should be! Wonderful chance! And there is the goal! Well, that changes the equation, and they have the momentum now.
Well, as you can see, he just couldn't get enough on it. He'll be frustrated with that one.
And the ball is moving again. Anyone's guess how this is going to finish. 2-1 currently. Modric. Good movement. And let's give credit to the defending. Pablo Sarabia. And now Paulinho. Dangerous looking attack. Magnificent stuff. And quite the comeback from 2 goals down.
Well, here's the replay, and just look at that power. That's almost unstoppable. That's a great strike.
So back underway, dead level, 2-2. Vinicius Junior. Benzema. Modric. Cross blocked. Paulinho. Pablo Sarabia. And a strong tackle. Vinicius. The attack carried promise, but petered out. Paulinho. And now Paulinho. Can they create something from here? Could be troublesome. Must take the lead here. Tenacious tackling. Excellent defending there. Well, we have 30 minutes to go. Benzema. Now Casemiro. Vinicius Junior. Karim Benzema. And Sporting with the ball again. Paulinho. It might be perfectly set up for the counter-attack, you know. Well, they seem to be onto something positive, but it faded away. Real find themselves in a position of menace. He could pick out a teammate. Well, I'm sure he heard the footsteps of his opponent. There has been plenty of limbering up from substitutes, and now both sides will make personnel switches. Zuhair Fedal. Pablo Sarabia. Paulinho. Slimani. And Sporting looking creative here. But they took care of the situation defensively. Marco Asensio. Eder Militao. Toni Kroos. Is with Vinicius Junior. And Benzema wasteful with that one. Counter-attacking very much an option. All hands on deck. Teammate available. Twenty minutes to go. Benzema. Beautifully disguised ball. And no-nonsense defensive clearance. Paulinho. Pressure exerted, but he keeps the ball. Slimani. Patient build-up at the moment. On and on he goes. But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Toni Kroos. Benzema. Real defensive commitment there. Bodies forward and the break looks on. And does well to keep it in play. And Sporting in a position of potential menace. The pressure was on the keeper following the threaded pass. Camavinga. Benzema. Not a great pass. Paulinho. It's with Porro. Slimani. Nicely timed tackle. On the scent of a winner late in this game. Eduardo Camavinga. And it crossed the byline, a goal kick as a result. Well, both teams have had substitutes swarming up, and now both will rely on their respective benches. Pedro Gonçalves. Now Slimani. On the attack, is there to be late drama? And let's give credit to the defending. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Now Slimani. Can they hit on the break? And Sporting unable to retain possession.
Well, the fans are making so much noise here. They believe the winner's coming, but it needs a moment of inspiration for one of those players out on the pitch. What a finale we've got.
Pablo Sarabia. Lost possession.
Well, these Real fans are driving their team forward here. Just listen to this noise. They can sense a winner coming.
At this late stage, Real Madrid doing everything in their power to grab a winner. A chance to whip it in. Rodrigo. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Slimani. Slimani. Casemiro. And the electronic board delivers the news. 2 minutes of stoppage time. Opportunity to deliver the cross. And it might be. Must score. And a goal! This is why we adore this game. Late drama. And now they're in front.
Well, as the replay shows us, this is the way to beat tight marking. Just look how he turns with the ball. That's a fantastic goal, you have to say.
3-2 it is. Who would have predicted that before a ball was kicked? Full time it is, and Real Madrid will take with them a lead into the second match.
Well, they'll be